women all over the world's end, who put their lives in danger so ours won't end. To the courageous men and women entering Corona's den, we appreciate you wholeheartedly, gratitude unend. To the real superheroes without capes, who have sworn to protect, no matter what it takes. To those who whisper breaths of encouragement when ours fails, we say thank you in 1,000 hearty mails.
From the driver to the doctor, to the nurse who brought the water, the early riser, the late sleeper, to the ever-present comforter. As gratitude on his streets, we will later. To those who laid down their lives, may you greater. To those who keep fighting without resting on their oars, this is a thank you chorus.
Every morning and evening I pray.
Hello and welcome to Encore, the Facebook live platform on which we discuss all things love, marriage, relationships, sex, and what have you. They call me Uncle Ebo White. I am a servant of Roverman Productions. But for the purposes of this platform, all you need to know is that I am committed to helping you become your best self. Once again, welcome. Encore comes on every Friday afternoon at 12:30, or 12:30 hours. Wherever you are catching us, you are welcome. Irama, Teresa, Vicentia, Desire, Efia Sewa, Deborah Yari, I think is in a very good mood today. Angelina, Nana Roba, and Nafi. Hi, Nafi. Long time no see. Adam and the family. Hi, Adam. Amma, and Hetty, Aris, Nanaya, and the rest of you. Thank you very much for joining us. You are welcome. Today, Encore is taking it a little bit easy. So today we're going to share with you a survey, a research. Do I even call it a survey? A survey that we did.
Yeah.
We asked people to share with us the most interesting and ridiculous advice they got about love, relationships, sex, marriage, and all that. And without revealing the names of the people, we're going to read the advice they said they received. Now, you may also send your own, because I'm sure you also received an advice somewhere along the line about marriage. If you're a man, about women. If you're a woman, about men, and all that. And to help me to do that are three special people. Joanne, you all know, and Joanne is here. Joanne, always good to see you. Right. And then Ken, you all know. Ken is a bad boy of the team. But today he's had his quiet time, so he's going to be on very good behavior.
Yes, hopefully.
No, if he doesn't behave, we have Carnison who would
worse.
But we're welcoming on camera today a very, very special person. An incredible, a beautiful woman, as you can all see, even with nose mask. There are some people who even nose mask makes them look even more beautiful. I don't know why. I mean, it's not fair. Some of us, we have to take our face masks for people to recognize us. But she's a triple threat. Triple threat being she's beautiful, she's intelligent, and then also she's a great lover. So much so that when I told her that I was going to put she and her husband on camera today, she called the husband. The husband was just about a stone throw away from here. That was about 10 minutes ago. The guy hasn't gotten here. And I'm sure she called him and said, "Hey, Ernest, put the thing in reverse. Don't ask for me. I'm here already. I can't run away."
Retreat.
Yes. So Ernest has been driving in reverse.
Retreat.
So every minute, instead of getting closer, he's getting further and further away from us. And then her name is Gifty Nancy. Her husband Ernest. They were blessed with a wonderful baby. A baby who I know would would shake the foundations in his time. So, Gifty, you're welcome.
Thank you, Daddy.
Good to see you.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, okay.
Finally, she's one of the noisemakers actually on the chat anytime we go live.
Ken, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Oh, yes, Miss.
Yeah.
Miss Hoega.
Miss Hoega, yes. She's always like, you know.
I don't know what you are talking about.
No, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
She doesn't
We
know.
are talking about a certain lady who...
Yes.
There's a difference between the Miss Hoega on the digital platform and then Gifty Nancy, who is in the studio.
Yeah.
The two are very different, and they don't know each other.
Okay.
Today, Gifty Nancy. Whoever Miss Vega is, I don't know who she is.
No,
How does she look like?
Oh, well, she has dreadlocks.
No, she doesn't send her pictures. She just sends messages.
I'd love to meet her one day.
Well,
Okay, all right.
We all will.
No, a prophet has told me that it will not be in your interest to meet her because your husband will fall in love with her.
Then she should stay where she is. Don't come out. Don't even look for me.
Pressure.
Right. It is interesting. Gifty, Joanne and I would like to know what has surprised you the most so far about marriage? Because I know you are one of those people who was very eager to get married. You had all these fine ideas about marriage. What has surprised you the most?
Top of my head, nothing comes to mind. But I remember one time, I was there and I was thinking, I was like, you once said something that when you get married, you'd either get a shock
or a surprise.
Or a surprise.
A surprise, yes.
Yes, and I was like, it really is true. But as to what it was I was thinking of at the time, I don't really remember.
Yeah.
But
maybe you just woke up and you were looking at you and said, what have I...
Yes! What a shock!
Wow.
No, do not worry. I am aware that almost every wife at one point or the other wakes up and looks at the man lying beside her and wonders what the...
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. What? You know? And then you are lucky. You are lucky. So I know we are lucky. Yeah. We are lucky to be married to you. Right.
Wait, I know one.
Okay.
Well, it's not pertaining to marriage per se, but after we got married, the roles turned around. I became the one who was usually at home, and then he had to become the busy one.
Yes.
And now it was me saying, "Why are you always going here? Why are you doing this?" It was worse when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Because he'll be gone. I'm like, "You've left me alone in the house and this and this and that." Yeah, I never knew I would ever be the one complaining.
To be whining.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but eventually, as the hormones died down and I got my groove and everything, I think now I'm back to everything.
Yeah, you're back in the game.
Yeah.
It's showtime.
Yes.
Anyway, you're welcome. It's wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
All right, Ken.
Uncle.
Give them a background to this. You carried out this survey.
Yes.
So you tell us what you tried to do.
Okay, so some time ago we decided to find out the most hilarious, the most outrageous, and the most insane advice anybody has ever received before about relationships, sex, and love, and marriages. And so it is from those responses that we are going to have our conversation today. Indeed, the answers that came are varied, and we've had about 2 weeks of laughter actually reading the answers because of how crazy some of them are. And I'm sure as we go on, you'd hear some of them. And like Uncle said, you can also post some of your advices on the chat platform, and we'll look at them.
And we'll take a look at them as
well. So basically, we are trying to see the mindset of the average person on the streets or anywhere else about these things: love, marriage, sex. And let's see how far we are away from the point, you know.
Yeah.
So that's basically what you're trying to do here.
Oh, Mr. Charles Recon, director is watching. Mr. Recon, good afternoon. Long time no see. And then Jojo Taylor, the new father.
Hey, Jay Taylor.
Jojo.
Yes.
Ayiko, and how's baby and mother doing? Let us know. But good to see. One of these days you have to come. You have to come here with a terminal report. Yes. Okay. So let's pick the first one.
Well, the first one that came is the fact that, and I think that this advice was given by a guy. He says, never lose guard. Ladies are always dramatic. They don't mean the act they are putting up. And if and when they do, you to show them some.
Your response to this one. Sane advice or foolish advice?
I see A.
Ladies are always dramatic.
Yes.
So when they are being dramatic,
If and when they do, show them some.
you should show them drama.
Do their drama some.
You lose your woman very fast. Very, very. It's the quickest way to lose your woman.
Yeah.
Because I feel like definitely there are some just people who are naturally over dramatic. But let's talk about a woman's drama. There is no drama for no reason if your woman is a reasonable person. We are not talking about the crazy ones. Those ones, they are for another discussion.
Yeah.
But if your woman, who is not a naturally dramatic person, starts to become dramatic, and you lean on this advice, and instead of solving the issue at hand, you choose to be equally dramatic, you are digging a grave and walking into it. You are throwing your relationship away.
Guilty. Your reaction as a woman.
Well, Daddy, I agree with Joanne, because there's something they say, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
And if she's being dramatic and you know she's just being dramatic for being, for that sake, and you also go ahead and do it, then, I mean, it defeats the purpose. There has to be a sane person in the relationship once a while. The two of you cannot
The two of us can be mad.
No.
One at a time, please.
Exactly.
All right. My comment on this is this. You will lose. You will not just lose a woman. You will lose the drama fight. No, because you can't out-drama her.
A drama queen. No.
You've had years of experience.
Yes.
Exactly.
You can't out-drama her.
Yeah.
It's like trying to out-argue a woman. It's not going to work. Because if she loses the argument, that's not the end of the argument. It's postponement. And the court is adjourned.
Yeah. It's like fighting with a Zongo boy.
Don't go there. No, don't go there. Don't go there, Mpacho. Let's do crazy drama here. No, so whoever gave you this advice, watch it. And I think that it is also this issue of people saying that when a woman says something, she doesn't mean it.
Yeah.
Because it taps into it that if she says no, she doesn't mean no, and things like that. And I sometimes I wonder why that persists. John, what do you think? This concept that when a woman says no, okay, so you pick that one. They are trying to sort it out.
Well, when you said that, the first thing that came to mind is this thing that goes around that when a guy proposes to a woman, she says no, and then so you keep going back and going back and going back before she finally says yes. Maybe that's where people are drawing their conclusion from, that when a woman says no, she means no. But a level-headed woman who knows what she's about, when she says no, it is no, and when she says yes, it is yes. If she's saying no and it is, there's a way if she's just saying no to. It depends, Daddy. It depends on the no she's saying. But
where do you think this comes from?
Uncle, I think this comes from women not being able to really speak what they want to speak at a certain time.
Okay.
Because I believe women know what they want,
okay,
as far as wanting a man is concerned. So when she wants to say no to you, she says no to you. When a woman really likes a man, like with everything she's got in her, she doesn't stretch him. She may either tell you, I like you, but I'm not ready because of ABC reasons. That's
okay,
not a no.
Yeah.
But when a woman can't say no when she wants to say no, then there are several other factors that are pulling her back or preventing her from saying no. It can be her family, it can be her friends, it can be one thing or the other. But there's a subtle oppression that says you shouldn't say no to a man. Or I've come across a few people men as well, who say, why are you saying no to me? Or you don't know what you want, I'll show you what you want.
Yeah.
These are grown men who think I'm a young girl, I want an older man to be around. No, I don't want an older man around me, and I'm telling you no. But then you are telling me that I'm telling you no because I don't know what I want. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like you want to show me what I want. Most of the time, we are very clear about what we want, but because men think they are superior and they think that they want to give you an upper hand because you are probably too ignorant for your own good, they tell you that you don't know that you mean no.
All right, let's go to the next advice. Gifty.
Okay, that's also from a guy. It says,
Okay, if it's from a guy, let the guy read it.
The next one says, it's simple. Do not fall in love with a girl.
Hold on. Miss Hogan is watching.
Hey! Samai.
Yes.
I told you they are two different people. I don't know what you're talking about.
Uncle, you know when you get married, it says, and the two shall be one. So if a certain Miss Hogan...
Oh, she's married to Miss Hogan.
Another Miss Hogan, we never know.
Are you aware what you're saying on camera?
Well,
No.
Mr. Akanyazu could also be a Miss Hogan. Oh, good afternoon. Yes,
All right, yes, let's go on to the...
the second one is not...
Why do I get the impression that you came today to get into trouble?
You see, Uncle, you see, as I'm for peace. But when I speak...
All right, so you concentrate on the advice. What's the advice?
It says not to fall in love with a girl. Simple like that.
Wow.
Yeah, don't fall in love with a girl. Fall in love with a woman.
But you see, it could be two ways. I don't know who the person is referring to as a girl. You understand? That's not fall in love with a girl, someone who behaves like a girl, or they don't fall in love.
No. Don't play around with this. Don't fall in love with the opposite sex. That's what it's saying.
There's a certain perception that when you show a woman that you love her with all you've got, she takes you for a ride. Maybe this is coming on the back of that.
Probably.
Yes. So that if you do everything for her, she'll start to take you for granted. But if you show her, rough her up a little, behave like you really don't care, then she'll be like, why don't you care about me? But I love you.
But you
And
know,
then she will now put in all the effort.
but on the contrary, it is wrong. It's very wrong, because when you show a woman you love her, when you are really genuine about it, she really loves that, and then you see the true side of a woman.
Yes.
So I think it's a wrong perception, and this is an advice no man should take. In my opinion.
Whoever gave this advice is obvious has been in very terrible relationship.
Yeah.
You know, and so he's been bitten by a snake. So now every worm scares him. You know, he runs at the sight of a worm. Unfortunately, not only is he running away at the sight of a worm, he's asking every young person, you to run, keep running because of my... And it takes grace not to philosophize with your particular experience. Because your life experience, your experience in love, does not have to be everybody's experience. It doesn't have to be everyone's experience. And whenever anybody gives you an advice, try to find out whether he's speaking to his younger self or to you. Because he may be speaking to his younger self and is regretting some mistakes he's made, and he's now turn it into an advice for you, and it's not worth following. All right, what's the next one?
Yes, so my friend said I must take monthly allowance from him to prove he can take care of me. And they were telling me how slow I am for not doing such a silly thing. My question was, so since we are all working, whose money should be kept and whose money should be spent?
This was from her friends.
Yes.
Saying that take money from him.
Yes. To show that he can take care of you.
The last I checked, you were still a man. We still regard you as among us. So your reaction to this?
I think that it is because of something like this that a lot of the ladies out there have focused only on how much he can take care of you, how much he can, in terms of money. And this is making girls chase after the wrong thing, and this is putting boys also, so now it becomes an issue of get as much money as you can as a boy, no matter the means. So we have a lot of people doing very dubious things, going into rituals and all that, just to make the money, to attract the girls, because of this, I can take care of this girl, I can take care of that girl. Then they're also following it. I think it's absolutely wrong. It's not about sitting back and allowing him to spend as much to see how much of you he can take care of. No, it goes beyond that. You understand? And I think that her response to that was very sensible. So if this happens, whose money is spent and whose money is kept? Yes, indeed. The onus or the responsibility lies on the guy to actually take care and provide. But there should not be a litmus test for a guy to find out whether he is marriage material or not. It goes beyond this. Then it makes everybody materialistic. Okay, so now what can I do, whether legit or dubious, to make money? And it's not good. It's not a good advice.
You wanted to react?
My question to her friends is, so you are in this world looking for someone to take care of you. What is your value on yourself? What are you doing with yourself as a human being? Why is your level of actualization tied to someone putting money down on the table for you? If you got to a place in your life and he couldn't put money down on the table for you anymore, that what does it mean for your relationship then? Does it mean that you have no valid relationship? I believe ladies should put a lot more value on themselves and on their relationships beyond the money and the, like you said, like the materialistic stuff.
Yeah.
What I have discovered from my counseling is that when a woman doesn't love you, she will chop your money. Big time. If she loves you, she works with you to save money and to invest the money. She doesn't want you to even spend on her. And so that is what I've found to be true, that when a woman loves you, she will not want you to waste your money. She doesn't want you to waste it on her, but will be tidy. She'd also discover that you are wasting it on somebody else, then she will kill you. I mean, that one. But she helps you manage your money better. And I think that is the, okay, let's pick the next one. Come on camera and say what you are saying. Come onto the camera. I tried to spare you today. Come onto camera and say this. If you're a man, come on camera and say this.
So the
all right, let's go.
That I should be a bad girl now and date as many men as possible and get all the favors I want, because when I marry, my life will be tied to only one man.
Again, go over it again.
So the advice was that I should be a bad girl now and date as many men as possible and get all the favors I want, because when I marry, my life will be tied to only one man.
John.
So do all the favors, get all you want, but at what cost? Is it going to cost you your integrity? Is it going to cost you your purity, your peace of mind? Everywhere you pass, will you be okay seeing somebody you've been with for something? Yeah. And boys talk, men talk. Yeah. You think they don't, but they do. Your story will go around. Everybody will know you for who or what you are. At the end of the day, unless you go and marry somebody who was living on the other side of the earth, who has no internet connection, your husband will find out that you've been around the world. Yeah. And then what if you haven't told him that, if he doesn't know that this is your history, what is he going to think of you? Yeah. And then when you've gone through all that and you are satisfied with everything the world can give you, and you do get tied down to one man, you'll forever be dissatisfied, because you've tasted so much that one person cannot offer. Will you now be tempted to continue tasting because you must continue to drink, because you've never learned to be content with what you have? I mean, it's not worth it.
Yes, react to this.
Okay, so there are two things I'm getting here. That I should be a bad girl now. I don't know what she means by being a bad girl.
Sleep around. That's what it means.
Sleep around.
No.
Sleep around.
No.
Community assignment.
then that one there no. Community at Sanka. That's what Joanne said.
Community Wi-Fi, everybody gets
But
access.
I think for a woman, it's not advisable to sleep around and then date as many men because the favors they are giving you. There's no free lunch, Daddy.
Never.
There's no free lunch ever. So
No, this one is not looking for free lunch.
no, it's there. She said, and get all the favors I want.
Yes, so she knows that you want this. I'm going to give you this, but I'm also going to milk you as much as I can and move on. She's playing the game. Was told, play the game. The man wants what is between your legs. You want what is in his pocket.
It's not worth it.
That is okay.
It's
Not worth it. Let's go on to the next advice.
So then,
You are growing. Just find any level-headed man to impregnate you.
Not even to marry.
To impregnate
To
you.
impregnate you.
So just get pregnant
Just get pregnant.
And the person has to be level.
with any level-headed man.
You've just reduced the number, the likelihood of it happening.
By like
1,000%.
like
In other words, look for somebody who is a bit responsible and let the person give you a baby.
Daddy, this is interesting, because when you are young, they'll tell you stay away from the man. Don't
Yes.
do this, don't do that. And later they'll tell you, okay, focus on education, focus on work, focus on this. And then when you're in your late, let's say 30s or mid-30s to late 30s, they're like, you to do it. When you're, let's say, around 28, 29, get now married.
Mhm.
Do and marry. And when you don't marry to now, they say get someone to impregnate you, give us a grandchild. It's absurd. Our society is just interesting.
Yeah.
But this is so wrong.
Right, let's go on to the next.
Beautiful women are rarely single.
What does that mean?
and you hardly find a beautiful woman who is not attached or who is not dating.
It's actually wrong, because
It's very
most
wrong.
most Ghanaian men are intimidated by beautiful women. If I should say, yes, it's true.
Yeah, the boys.
It's true, Daddy. I think so. Because some of them,
Come, if you are looking.
yes, come and say it. Come and say it. Because Daddy, you see a beautiful woman who knows what she's about. She's got what she wants. She's doing this. She has a life on track. Some men get intimidated. They can't even talk to the woman. So you find that most beautiful women are really single.
Kwesi,
I have another.
Kwesi,
angle to that.
is it possible for you to join us?
Let's take over stuff.
I was asking Kwesi to leave the technical bench and come on camera, but because he's expressing a lot of very strong opinion.
Uncle,
Yes, go.
it's not entirely true. What you find that beautiful girls have a lot of interested parties hovering around them, but they are most likely to be single because they see through most of that as people who just want to have a piece of them, to be able to say, I had a bit of that trophy girl. So they are warding everybody off because they don't feel safe. They don't feel like the people coming their way are the right people. So that is why you would find a lot of beautiful girls with a lot of guys around them, but they are single. They say they are single.
And you see, Uncle,
Masa,
This is
I read statistics. I read statistics. I have two beautiful women on camera. Both of them are married. End of case. Let's go on to the next one.
But Uncle was single for a very long time before being married.
Which is the long one?
What is what long?
At what age did you marry?
Oh, Uncle, I married at 25.
25.
Yes.
And you were single for a long time.
Yes, because
So-
Uncle, my first boyfriend, I was 12.
Hey, Joanne, you started early.
No, that was not boyfriend. That was not
You
boyfriend.
see, the boy started chasing me from then.
Yes.
So then if I got to secondary school.
All right.
I was like,
Okay.
no, I need
25. Now, how long did you date?
3.5 years.
Subtract.
23, 22.
You don't have a case.
I don't have a case.
No, you don't have a case.
Uncle,
You don't
I have a case.
Most
You
of
don't have a
my
case.
friends who are still
So
single
there are
now-
two beautiful girls. There are two beautiful girls on this on camera.
and both of them are
Both of them are married. It's 100%. Beautiful women.
really
God has blessed you.
single. We
Most of
have
them
to
are
check.
still single.
Oh, God has blessed
A lot
you.
of them are still single.
God has blessed you. God has blessed you. God has blessed you. Maybe what is left to discuss is how do you define beauty? That's a different matter. But beautiful girls, once we agree on beautiful, hey,
The boys will come in.
the only problem is that the husband of a beautiful girl never sleeps well,
Yeah.
especially when she's found in the house.
Okay, I had this proverb. It said the one who married a beautiful wife and the one who planted plantain tree by the roadside, they have the same problem.
You don't sleep. Chrissy,
Percy is coming.
have you been able to free yourself?
Oh, Uncle, I wanted to say that she was so beautiful that she started dating at all.
Percy, go back home.
Chrissy is one of the most gentle, quiet, reserved people, but when he also decides to speak, everything he drops is fire. All right, let's go on to the next one.
It's a fallacy.
Love is a fallacy.
Love is a fallacy.
Oh, is that so?
Love is a fallacy.
Yeah. That's the fallacy.
Okay. No comment. Let's go on to the next one.
Sex makes relationships better. If someone truly loves you, they will have sex with you.
Oh, wait. Someone is saying that they can't hear the girls. Carnison, can you check that the girls' mics are okay?
Hello.
Yeah, go on. Let's pick the next one. Sex makes relationships better. If someone truly loves you, they will have sex with you. If in this case, it's an advice to a girl. So it says, if my guy cheats, I shouldn't leave him. I'd rather do same because that's how the world is. Yeah.
Read the whole thing again.
I think it's a two-in-one.
Yeah.
First one
Two
is sex
advances.
makes relationships better. If someone truly loves you, they'll have sex with you. That is one. And the second one, the person sentence. If my guy cheats, I shouldn't leave him, but I should do same because that is how the world is.
Mama Akusha Michael, Akusha, I'd like you to come join us on this. So let Akusha take. Okay, so you pull this in. You don't have any nose. So you go and look for a nose mask. It doesn't mean you are going to go and look for a nose mask and come.
And come back.
And don't borrow anyone's. Go for your own. Yes, let's comment on this.
Daddy, sex makes relationship better. In the case of marriage, it does make it better if you ask me.
Yes.
A sexless marriage is not fun.
Yes.
It really
No, that's
adds
true.
Something. It really does add
Yes.
something. But saying if the person truly loves you, they'll have sex with you. If it's not marriage, I don't think so. If it's not marriage, sex doesn't hold them. Sorry. If it's not marriage, sex doesn't hold the relationship.
Yes.
So, taking it from a point of a man's view, sex to men is generic. They say a man can love you and still have sex with other people.
Yes.
That's what they say. So sex is just satisfying an urge.
It's
for a
physical.
man.
It's purely physical.
Yes, it's got nothing to do with love. So if you ask me, that side is wrong. If my guy cheats, I shouldn't leave him, but rather do the same. That's a very vindictive person. But if a guy cheats, I think cheating. If a guy cheats on you, you have two choices. You either walk away or you stay. But if you are staying because the person is going to work at not doing it again. Or it's a decision you've taken to build the trust in the relationship. But if you see that the person is not serious, or it's not something that the person is going to work at, or it's going to be a cheat every day, then just walk away, my opinion. You don't have to, play even.
Yes, madam.
Uncle. I don't think I agree with Gifty on the first part. Sex does not make just a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship any better. I think you end up losing a lot more because then you are enjoying something before it's time. And you take the joy and the enjoyment out of what it's supposed to be when the time for it starts. And also, cheating on someone because they cheated on you is, I think you are hurting yourself more.
Yeah, you're shooting yourself.
Because the person cheated on you. If you really loved the person, then doing what Gifty said, staying to work on it, could have preserved your relationship. But you also going ahead to cheat makes it even harder for your relationship to thrive.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, you bring another individual into your circle. You just spread your heart across even a wider plane, and you just make it more complicated.
Yeah.
You're better off letting go completely or staying faithful.
If you are relating to somebody and his feelings makes you less than who you are, then you deserve each other.
Wow.
Because if you are relating to somebody and his feelings makes you less than who you are, then you deserve each other. And because what I'm saying is this: if you were not a cheat, why would his cheating even make you think of cheating? You know, because you've got to be it's not as if cheating is a sign that you go and pick when you need it and put on your chest and say, okay, now I'm going to cheat. You've got to have it in you before you can say that, okay, he cheated on me. The best way to get even, and I'm not even confronting him. I'm not even making a case of it. I'm just going to cheat back. So we are all sitting home. We are all, I mean,
you see, at the end of the day, will you have a relationship?
That's the question.
She doesn't care. Yes, Akusia.
So, with this same issue, I think some time ago I was talking to an elderly woman, a family friend, about this cheating thing. And then I have heard, just like the ladies, I have heard before that when the man cheats, you can't be also cheat. I don't know where I was, but I've heard that before. And so I was like, me too. So I was telling her in a discussion, I remember I was telling her, if he cheats, then me too, I'll do this. Then she went like, sorry. Then she went like, Akosia, who was that Akukuduru? I remember that's what Mrs. President said, like, who was that Akukuduru? I'm like, this remember, do you have without booze? It's not easy. Like, you think that it's so simple that you just go out there and sleep with someone. It's a whole lot. You know, I think that's what she was trying
If you cheat for any reason, it's because you wanted to cheat. Don't come and tell me that, oh, I cheated because he cheated. No, you are a cheater yourself. Because if you're not a cheater, I mean, he's doing it. The reason why it disgusts you is because it is so unlike anything in your world. You know, that, no, you can't be less than who you are. Let's go on to the next one.
I was once told that as a young man, this is a man, okay. I was once told that as a young man, if I didn't have sex by 18 years, I'd become a door. Adore, that's a net.
Dolu?
Dolu.
It must be on net.
No, what does that mean?
Like, Jimmy.
You don't know what's up. You're not.
Yeah,
So that's not a net. A net is not Jimmy.
Yeah, there's a difference. Dolu.
No, those of us of the Net Association, we take very serious exception to this. What do you?
I was just reading what he said.
No, I'm talking to the person who did that. Yeah,
Dolu.
we Nets, we are not that way.
Yeah.
I remember when I was growing up as a boy in Kumasi, this was a very current thing, and it was the men was not even as serious as the girls. The girls were told, if you don't have sex, there's a certain illness that comes upon you. You'll get stiff and everything, and they would have to get a kaya man from Central Market to come and have sex with you before you are free. That was the thing. It was a very common thing that was spread in the community to let girls give in to sex. I married at 29 and I hadn't had sex before. Now, call me Dolu.
You see what?
Yeah, now call me that. No, it's a lot of nonsense. All right, let's go on to the next one.
Okay. Men are all the same. They all cheat.
Ha ha
So the men here, are you all the same?
Why do you think we are laughing together?
You know, that myth would have to be exploded, that men cheat more than women. It's a myth.
Yeah.
It is a myth. It's a myth It's a myth that has been shattered by some of the practices of our culture. The reason why a woman's children belongs to her side of the family and not the man's side. Go into it. There's a reason for it. Yeah. The reason why we used to say that a woman's children belong to her brother, not to her husband. There's a reason to that. So let's change that. Human beings are all the same. Given the right circumstances, we can all be as depraved as anybody else. And that is why you're married to a good woman. Don't create the situations where she begins to now find the advances others are making towards her attractive. You are married to a good man. Don't create a situation where he begins to go out and not want to come home. Because bottom line, human beings are all the same. So don't tell me men cheat more than women. It's a myth. It is not true. And the reason for that is in our culture. So we have even given it it's in our philosophy as a people. We recognize that both men and women cheat. So don't create that myth anymore. Yes, let's go on.
Love doesn't exist anymore.
No, yeah, no, we have dealt with that. So let's go on to the next one.
You need to know your sexual compatibility before you marry.
The big one.
That one.
You need to know your sexual compatibility.
Before you marry.
What do you mean by sexual compatibility?
You need to know whether you would enjoy having sex with him. If you need that, then you never understood what sex was. You never understood what sex was. And for you, sex is not different from... So you don't let us say you having intimacy. You are mating.
Wow.
Yeah, because you are operating purely at the human level.
Basic instinct.
At the animal level.
Yeah.
So you mate. You don't have sex. You don't have intimacy. Because it's a different thing altogether. So stop mating and start having sex. And that will be better. Because you see, and I like to dwell here a little. It's the same, that's where the people say that, oh, but you need to test drive a car before you buy it. Again, I have sold cars before. I have sold expensive cars before. And I'm telling you that the better the car, the more expensive the car, the more quality the car, the less the chance that you would even see it before we hand you the key. Because you trust the brand and the engineering. So you don't need to see the car to be guaranteed a certain quality. There's a certain quality you have to take for granted. Now, if you're the kind of person who is just going through all kinds of wrong places to try to look for a partner in all kinds of wrong places, then sure, you have to do test drive. Because the car is bad. You know, right from where you pick the car, it should tell you this is bad. You know, but if you come into my showroom and you are asking me, you want what? You want to test drive a car that is about 55,000 euro? You want to go and test drive it? No. Go to Kokompe and look for the car costing 5,000 and go and test drive. But even then, those who say that are very ignorant, because even a car that is broken, I can work on the car to the extent that for a day it will work well.
Yeah.
You know, there are cars, you can fidget with the car in such a way that as long as you start it and the engine is running, it will run perfectly. When you stop, then next morning,
End of story.
then all the faults will come.
Yeah.
So you've test driven, you've now paid.
Yeah.
Now you go home. No, it is so wrong. It is so wrong. The issue, what if then you can't enjoy sex? Hey, listen. Sex ought to be communication. So what are you saying? If I am good at sex, I should be able to make any partner I have work well, because it should be communication. I should be able to help her to realize her own self and how to give and how to receive. That would be my test as somebody who understands sex and who knows sex. Otherwise, what I'm doing is I'm just taking advantage of the poor girl, and that is not good enough. So maybe one day we'll talk about sex here. Yes?
I have a question. So we've had this discussion in church circles, where we have Christian brothers going down the line of no sex before marriage, no form of romance or intimacy, because we are pure unto the Lord. Shabadaha. And then they marry, and the girls realize that this spiritual brother of mine can't even have an erection. And he was using purity and abstinence to hide that. So now the argument started that at least we must find out
whether he can achieve erection.
At least achieve an erection.
Okay. So he achieves an erection in August.
We'll try every week.
Do you understand me? Because some of those things are so ridiculous. Because I may be okay now. Something may happen to me overnight. I mean, so what then with that? So let's be clear about this. At any rate, I think if you were marrying a friend, if you were courting right, some of these things should have come up as a conversation, And it would be cruel on anybody's part to marry when he knows he can't achieve erection. And fortunately, we have laws that say that a marriage that cannot be consummated does not exist. So, if you know that you are not there, and you pretend you are there, then when we marry you and we discover you are not there, you are not there.
Where?
Come again.
Where? There where?
Ernest, have you heard the question she's asking? I'll give you the task when you go home today. Show her. All right, let's pick the next one.
My brother once said, wearing socks make you last longer in the sack.
Wearing condoms.
Yes, make you last longer.
I actually thought socks.
No. They call condom socks. They call condom socks. That is why Ken never wears socks with his shoes.
I'm wearing the socks somewhere else.
Because as soon as he sees socks, he thinks condoms.
You just made all my detractors happy.
we have to look at your socks.
I'm wearing socks, please.
You have to look at the size of the socks.
No, Ken doesn't wear socks. I only hope that he doesn't marry somebody from the Roman Catholic Church. No family planning. And since you don't wear condoms, you would have children by
Wow.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Okay, this one is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Do you know blue balls can kill? Please give him sex when he needs it or he will die.
But Ken is alive.
Thank you.
He said thank you.
I'm sorry.
The king of the king of the blue kingdom.
No. Wait. No. Who told you that it wasn't Ken who asked somebody this? That you know blue balls can kill?
Look, I can't make this up. I tell you. Because I know.
So he said.
All right.
When I know blue balls doesn't kill anybody, I'm still alive.
You know the interesting thing is that there isn't a single person in the studio who doesn't know what blue balls is.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no innocent person here.
Yeah.
Wow.
We established it a while ago.
That's obvious.
And Joanne is our leader.
Because when she read that, I thought somebody was going to say, but what is blue balls? Because it's interesting. They didn't know what socks was.
Yes, but they know what's blue. Okay, yeah.
All right, blue balls do not kill. They don't kill. They are seriously uncomfortable. They are seriously. Come again?
No.
It can't do anything. No, it doesn't do anything. It will go anyway.
You just act irrationally for like.
No, it will go. It will go.
That's one of the phrases guys use a lot. That if you don't let me be just one, if you don't.
No. It's a big lie. It's a and anyone who is taken in by this, you are even more ignorant than the guy who is using it to cheat you.
If he has pink balls, if he has blue balls, if you have pink balls.
No, let him go away. Let him go away with it. But put blue balls aside. This other one that I'm going to talk about, I don't know the name. The women are here; they can tell me. Men make noise about blue balls, but the husbands, when you do not bring your wife to orgasm, do you know how difficult and how painful that is for them? I don't know the name for that because it can be balls can be inside that one, but I don't know.
They call it pink balls.
They call it what?
Pink balls.
Pink balls.
Really?
Yeah. When a
Wait. Why would you call it balls?
I don't know, but that's how it's called.
Pink balls.
Yeah.
You are not making that up.
No.
Disclaimer: I don't know whether what she's saying is right,
I also don't know.
but she's a pharmacist, so I am depending on
It's a
that.
phrase that is being used. Pink balls.
Pink balls.
I've also heard it before. Yeah.
Okay, I'm hearing it for the first time. Why are you women like that? Even your pain is nice. Pink. Why would you pick a color like pink?
Uncle.
It's colorful.
No, but I believe that is even more serious than blue balls. So next time a woman cuts you, you're trying to cross a woman and she doesn't allow you and she gives you the eye and insults you. It's pink balls. So normally when that happens, when a woman is rude to me in traffic, I tell the woman that forgive my brother. Why? No, that's what I do. As soon as a woman misbehaves towards me in traffic, I just go towards him and say, my brother, forgive him. Forgive him. Why? Forgive him. Forgive him. Because we are all paying the price for it. Okay, let's pick the last one and we go.
There are no faithful girlfriends, so no need to be faithful. Chew as many as you can till you're ready to marry.
I think it's almost like the previous one that you read about dating.
Okay.
Dating as many people.
Yeah.
It is interesting how people use their own feelings to justify their actions. So this is a boy who obviously is not going to be faithful. Now justifying what he's doing by saying that, but after all, there's no faithful girl out there. And so it's okay to behave like that. If I say what it is, they will say I have insulted you. So let me spell it. It is STUPID. So it doesn't count. Let's go to the next. Let's pick the last one and then we close.
So that the size of a man's nose is inversely proportional to his manhood size.
Bernard. All the guys with big noses.
I know that your generation has this obsession with the size of the equipment, and I find it very, very unfortunate. So it's not just the size of his legs has been used like that. So I remember one of the celebrities in Ghana was asked on air what his shoe size was. And it says, when I'm among women, my shoe size is 9. But my normal shoe size is 8. But if there are women around, I say 9. And so he was asked why. He said, because when you say 9, they know that you are there. You know, you are well endowed. Even the hands, the length of these 3 have also been used. The size of the hand. So much so that the American president, His Excellency Reverend Dr. Donald Trump, on his campaign, because they were saying that small hands, and therefore he's, especially when the prostitute came and said that he's this, and he said, they are saying that my hands are small and therefore something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem with that there. So even the American president has come out to speak to that. Listen, it is not the size of the weapon. Just as it is not the engine in the car, it is the driver pulling the car. That's what matters. It's not the size. You can have a size like timber and do nothing with it. Just as there are people driving fantastic machines, and yet they are not doing anything with it. You know, some of us with a 1.5 liter engine, we're making 3 hours to Kumasi. Okay? There are people with 4.5 liter engine, they are using 6 hours. It's not the power. It is how to use what you have.
Daddy, what if it's 0.5?
Come again?
What if it's 0.5?
What is?
What if it's 0.5?
Like a motorbike? Have you seen some people rocking motorbikes? Oh my goodness.
Like a tricycle.
No, give me a motorbike. No, you give me.
Tricycle.
Yes.
I've seen something like a tricycle before.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's in a book.
Hey, you 10 years old.
Oh no, I didn't start at 10. I'm not like Joanne.
No, she's not like Joanne, so she started at 11 and a half.
No, Daddy, at 11 and a half, I was like a straight girl. Some people actually thought I was a boy when I was younger.
No, I know you had a bit of tomboyism in you when you were younger. God is good, oh.
Pow.
Charlie, Ernest, God is good. Well, no. So let's think about that. Listen, if all you are concerned about is the size and not the person and how the person treats you, because if your love making is between your legs, then you are mating. True love making, the one that good human beings do, it begins with the mind and the heart. And once you get that mind and the heart cooking, it doesn't matter what is happening down there. It will be fine. It will be wonderful. And that is called intimacy. It's called sex. Anything apart from that is mating. And the Bible has something it says. It says that a time is going to come when the women are going to look out for people with genitals like that of horses. Yes, this is in scriptures. And it said these are depraved women and they will not know satisfaction in life. So, it's not a size, so look for the driver, because Hamilton driving a Tico in Ghana will still beat somebody driving a BMW. It's the driver. Look for a right driver, and you wouldn't have to worry about some of these things. And with that, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us. I'd like to thank Joanne. As always, wonderful to have you. And then Akwisia, you all know. Akwisia, thank you for joining us. And then Gifting Nancy for joining us at very short notice and transforming yourself from Miss Hogan into Gifting Nancy. We appreciate that. And then, last but definitely not the least, sockless, condomless Ken. No, I'm raising your market value. Anna, yeah, I'm raising your market value. Because there are people who come and test whether it is true that you don't like condom. So don't worry, you come and thank me later. And thank you to those in the studio, the team, and then Kwesi and his team out there. Candace, who every now and then, when something kicks him, will come and stand in the doorway and jump as if his tummy is running and the loo toilet, the loo door has been locked. Well, we'll come your way again, but please stay safe. Simple protocols. Face mask, wash your hands, use sanitizer, social distance. We need you alive. This illness is real, and it doesn't seem like it's going anytime soon. So stay safe. And then remember to go on our website, rovermanproductions.com, and you have 2 of our plays there. The Day Daddy Came and The Comeback. This month, end of this month, we'll be featuring Make Me a Woman Tonight. And the star of Make Me a Woman Tonight is in the studio here.
Good girl.
But we are not putting her on camera because she will be on camera next week. So
You can hear me.
So next week, hopefully, we'll get she and the young man she played that role with. And then we'll let them enact a little something on the bed. So we'll have a bed here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Did I tell you that I have research to do in some way?
Yes, you did.
You did. Go to Bego.
No. You did. You did, but your supervisor just called me to tell me that he's cancelled.
The driver.
All right, and so may God be with you and stay blessed. Thanks for joining us.